Hello, everyone. We are back with typing Shinken Shoubu Musashi no Ken. And that's some Japanese. I know a little bit, so I can kind of understand it, but not too good. Anyways, first off, before we get into this, I just want to thank Kingfisher Games, our last runner, who just donated $25. Hey guys, thank you so much for having me on. Mental health issues are very important to me, and running for this means a lot. 988 saves lives. Thank you. Thank you so much, Kingfisher Games. 988 does save lives, and there's findyourhotline.com too, if you want to find a more specific hotline for your area. Anyways, I'm going to pass it on over to DBcade.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the GFH Marathon 2025, Gamers Against Suicide 2025. I have brought my weapon of choice to battle for you, the Hokanui keyboard with great shiny lights. But more so, I have brought an amazing commentator, the Shrimp Brain Son. Go ahead and introduce yourself, and we'll get ready for this game.
Hello, I am Shrimp Brain. I am part of the anime speedrun community. I am kind of like the anime archive that lives in my brain that lets me know about all this stuff. So I'm going to be here commentating on a couple of aspects of the anime, but also of the game itself.
So, as first things first, we're going to show off the settings. There are a couple other runners in the community for this game. Shoutouts to Risan. Shoutouts to McNugget-san. This is a hard game, and the reason why is I am not the world's best typer. I love typing games, especially my anime typing games. But what makes this game so difficult is that you have to be accurate and patient. Maybe that's similar to kendo. I don't know, but it's definitely a true thing. So this game, time's going to start once I click this. We're going to go over 6 total matches. An important thing to note is that we have to win twice in a match. We can win once and then time over, but if we make a mistake, it's over. We gotta start that whole match over again. And I'm gonna let Shrimp-san do all the talking, but the later stages get pretty brutal. So I don't know. Talk about whatever you want, Shrimp-san. Let's get started. You want to give me a countdown, and I'll be focused on the typing. I'm ready. I'm patient. This is a serious battle. Anytime you're ready. Countdown. All right, I'll do the countdown then. All right. I guess I'm doing it. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Shrimp-san, take it away.
Okay, so if no one here might not know, this is a very, very old show. Musashi no Ken is a Japanese sports manga series written and illustrated by Motoka Murakami that focuses on kendo. It was a serialization by Shogakukan in Weekly Shonen Sunday between April of 1981 and October of 1985. And Musashi no Ken received a award in 1984 for the Shogakukan Manga Award for shonen manga. This was a very early manga-anime, very influential on everything that popped up after it, including works such as like Dragon Ball. This is like pre-Dragon Ball for anyone who's like thinks about old anime. In the year, same year that the manga ended in 1985, they were able to get a 72 episode anime series by Aiken, directed by Toshikata Tsunoda. and you can find it all on YouTube. It's one of those crazy shows that the entirety of it is on YouTube.
We just got a really, 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 really fast stage 1.
Nice. So this anime in total is a coming to age story. It's originally starts pre Musashi, but when it goes to Musashi, it starts at him being age 3, and it follows his entire life from birth up into him being like the Japan's #1 kendo master, winning a championship. So this game, which is typing Shinken Shoubu, which translates to typing serious battle, takes place much later in the series when he's a little bit more grown up, probably about high school age, when he's getting more towards the championship, but not exactly at the very end of the series itself. The game was released in 2002, made by Sunsoft. It was a Japan-only release that uses the PS2 keyboard, and it's a typing tutorial game similar to like Typing of the Dead. But as we mentioned earlier, there are other typing tutorial games that are released in Japan, such as like the Initial D typing game or the Evangelion typing game that's like supposed to teach you how to type while being related to your favorite characters for anime and stuff. So I think it was very fun. This is the main story mode, but there is like a training mode where they go through like different phrases in Japanese. So stuff like kakikukeko aiueo type stuff through like kana, and then putting them together in story mode like gets you through. And as you mentioned earlier, it's not just about typing fast. The game really punishes you for messing up, which is part of the Kendo's there's like five main parts of Kendo: the Kiken Tai no Ichi, the spirit, the sword, the body as one. So more than being fast, you also have to be accurate and have intent behind your actions. I think this is the third match.
Third match. By the way, someone mentioned the Evangelion typing game. I own both of those games. They are the hardest typing games I
yes.
played.
Unforgiving.
I can't beat them. Especially there's one of them where it's like you have to beat it before a virus takes over. I think it's like the fourth or fifth stage. I can't do it. That is one I've done on my channel, and I straight up said I need someone to come in and from who's an actual like really good typer and win that. Got that Manati.
So
what are some of the other typing games that we've done in the community, by the way?
I know for sure the Initial D one because I remember Mig Nugs running it. And it's a fun one. It has like a good audio visual feedback to how well you're typing as well. Very similar to that online like type speed racer thing. It's really fun. Oh, and if anyone's confused about why it only takes 2 wins to win a round in this game, it is equivalent to how Kendo works in real life, which is a best of 3 system, where the first person to score 2 points out of 3 wins in a 5-minute period, which explains the timeout system as well. There is a way to tie, and it goes into whoever wins after that. But for most of what we're concerned, we just kind of want the 2 wins like ASAP. And that'll get us the run done a little bit faster. There are other win conditions to Kendo, which is programmed into this game.
By the way, outside of talking about like cockroaches and weird things in the conversation that I can't translate because I'm focusing, but this game also has like periods and other periods and exclamation points, which other games do not. So it's unique in that.
Yeah, and as much as typing is concerned, that is honestly the most difficult part of this, because it takes you away from your ready position, where you have to like hit shift 1 for like exclamation mark and stuff like that, or like moving up to the hyphen. It is more difficult because of that. Which goes back to like being intentional with your actions is a big part of Kendo, so it's reflected here in the typing.
By the way, shout outs to Kumamoto. Name dropping Kumamoto in my run.
Oh, and also to explain Musashi, I think it is his name is a pun, and I think some other characters in the show's name are puns as well. Musashi is short for born on the 3rd of June at 4 o'clock p.m. Musashi, so 0603 at 4. And he also had a dog when he was 3 years old named Juichi because it was born or found on October 1st. So they're not afraid to use puns in this game or the series. You're doing really good right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game has honestly really upscaled art of the original manga and anime, which came out in the 1980s. So they did a really good job recreating the art and the screen tones and the action lines. They just look really, really clean. If you're ever interested in the series, it is all uploaded on YouTube. You can watch it all at once. There's 72 episodes. And it's just like a really good old anime. If you just like really are interested in like what created anime as we have today, there's a lot of like early bases to the pillars to build upon, and this is one of them. There is also another Musashi no Ken game called Taidamasu Gyokyu, published by Taito. It is a platformer for the Famicom that was released in 1986, and apparently that's a really good game as well. And it kind of goes over more of Musashi's like earlier life, when he was like 3-ish, when he was like running around, adventuring, training, and getting stronger. And that's kind of the whole point of this whole game is to like train, get stronger, fight, become the kendo master. Just like Musashi's parents, which are both also kendo masters in their own regards. So a lot of it is like Musashi trying to like really live up to that. Is that the number 3 in a sentence?
Final fight. By the way, you can see the screen and everything okay, right?
Yeah, everything looks good.
Okay. Very serious right now because this one I can't make any mistakes. None at all whatsoever. Even on the easiest difficulty setting. I have to keep my the gauge way up in the red.
Yeah, at this point, it would be safer, especially marathon safe, to go intentionally a little bit slower just to make sure you're not making mistakes. Because you just lose so much more time if you have to restart the entire segment. So we just really want to be careful here when we do this. The reason I don't think this particularly goes with the end of the anime is because your rival character is wearing like a all white version of the kendo uniform, which is what I would indicate with that. So maybe this is like one arc earlier. The way they shake the screen really puts like a lot of pressure on me.
Wow. Okay. I'm about to get PB on this if I can pull this through.
Oh man, let's go.
No, don't go into this mode. So when the screen shakes like that, it's basically an attack mode where you can, and you. If I was extremely OP at this game, I would basically bust out my typing and get to the end there, and then I would get the win. But it's not far enough in the gauge, so I can't. The word is going to be a lot longer.
Ooh.
Yeah. But the closer it gets to that other side, the more, I guess, friendly the word will be. I'm not going to say easy. Easy is the wrong word.
I think it's just like slight adjustments to make sure you're not like struggling as much.
Yaruzo! Yes! GG. That's time.
That's
Oh
PB.
my gosh, that's PB for me. I'm super excited to get that. I busted it out. I was like, let's have a good VOD to put up on the leaderboard. It's not world record. That's for his son. He's the typing master. Shout
At
out
8 minute 13, I think is
yeah,
record.
8 minutes and 13. So I'm actually happy with myself that I'm even close. That I'm even in the conversation. Yeah, this game really is it's a really fun treat out of like all the typing games, and I think it's a little bit more approachable than some of those. Like someone mentioned Evangelion one. We had the Digimon one that the community actually was. I ordered it and gave her a while. There's a lot out there, and definitely the anime speedrun community. If you want to play some of these games, we'll hook you up.
Oh, no, this is actually the end of the anime. This scene right here.
So we'll help you get started.
Yeah, he's like saying something similar to like, "I'm gonna give you my sword, and you're gonna give me something back, and we'll be there for each other. Just don't leave me." It's kind of like what's happening. And then he passes out.
Oh, okay.
So in the whole, so part of the reason the whole last match was so difficult is he was like somewhat injured or something. So he was like fighting like half capacity the whole time. So like that's why if you made any mistake, you would lose because he's already like in a losing state. That's why it's like so serious for you to be like perfect. I just watched the final episode like an hour ago.
Okay. Oh, did you? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I when I asked you about this, you were like, okay, I think I can watch the anime, and I was like, in a day, which you already were familiar with. You're in the original video that I submitted on speedrun.com, and so I guess you did great. It was fantastic. I hope people at least check out the series. I need to read more of it myself. I only read the beginning part, but like Shrimp-san said, it's when he's younger, and technically the main character is different. But I kind of like that. I like having a shift in tone. By the way, this end theme song, maybe one of my favorite ending theme songs now. I don't know if it's good enough to put in the GFH playlist, the music playlist, but it's up there. It's pretty banger. So I don't want to let this play out for a second while I do, of course, a shout out to all the staff, all the tech. Always happy to be here at GFH. Thank you for putting this on. Preventing suicide is important, especially amongst gamers, because we're isolated a lot of time. We're in our room all day, keeping degenerate hours, alone a lot of times. So yeah, just everything you guys said during the break was super on point. Like just reach out, talk. I myself, my door is always open. If you're talking about games, shoot me a message. I'm always talking about. If you're interested in anything, weirdly Japanese, or you want some silly, some bakage, some kusoge, just shoot us a message. Shrimp-san's there too. We got a great community. So yeah, shout outs also to the anime speedrun community. Yeah, that's Shrimp-san. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to your partner for listening to my noises in the morning, and everyone in chat, thank you for being very serious and watching the great typing. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more GFH Marathon. If you're watching on the channel, make sure to subscribe and pass the VOD around.
Thank you so much, DBcade. That was a crazy PB. I think your estimate was around 20, so like 9 minutes over. Crazy.
Yes.
We're gonna go ahead and get it ready for our next runner, who will be running Outlast. So stay tuned.
Thank you. See you, everyone.